Hello everyone, I'm TenZ, and I'm going to be reacting to my VCT career. When I think back on my career, what I remember is just holding W a lot, so I think we'll see a lot of that.
Tomorrow will be the first time I ever play with any of them.
This is my first stream when I got signed to Sentinels, maybe, I think.
To like find a sub. They had to finalize their sub yesterday. It was like super rushed. But hey, honestly, no practice might just work out the best for us.
Initially it was on C9, and then I got messaged on Twitter DM like 2 days before the events. Hey, can you sub for the first like regional Masters, which was pretty big at the time. So I did, and yeah, I guess like the rest is history.
We just got done with the Fnatic game. We 2-0'd them.
This is my vlog.
I guess the rest of us are really happy, and I'd say we're feeling
Dude, I'm
really confident
so
on land
awkward.
now.
What the?
I already know that this.
I have a judge.
Oh my gosh.
No, get a real gun and
This is a real gun.
Yeah, no, okay. They would always joke on me for like buying certain guns. Like I'd buy like a Judge or like a Bucky. And every single time I remember on this team, Shroud would be like, dude, just buy a real gun. Back in the day, I loved just like thinking what would be really tilting to play against this round. I'd be like, you know what? I would hate to play against a shotgun this round. I just buy a shotgun. I actually do think it's pretty good too. Like you have enough money for like normal rifles. They don't really expect a Judge. And at the time, it was basically like the melee range, like op. Like you just get punished for not clearing out properly. These are like some stretches. I don't remember where I learned these from, but there were some stretches. I can't believe I got everyone to do this.
That does not
And
feel
then,
good.
you do a wave.
I'm not doing this, bro.
Yeah, you do a wave. And then
Dude, we look so
just do this for a little bit
stupid.
too.
This iteration of Sentinels was like the most troll thing I've ever been a part of. Like 5 internet trolls just like on together on the same team. And we like never practice or like anything like that. And like I don't know how we were so good in Americas at the time, because a lot of the teams were like dedicating 6 hours a day in practice. But I guess we just had the cohesion well, and we were meshing together. I know the vibes were immaculate.
As that wall goes down, and this is
Damn, I'm just run shooting.
just enough time bought there by that
I didn't know I had
cage.
movement like that back then.
Sam swings in.
Damn, my sense is high.
Done it! Sentinels!
It's actually funny. You can see all of us like standing up, and then there's just Zombs who's sitting down, just defusing the spike while all of us are already celebrating. And he's like, guys, wait for me. Back then I was just like an awkward kid gamer, so I've definitely grown up a lot. I mean, it's the difference between 18 years old to like 23 now, so I definitely think a lot has changed. I definitely think like the early days like definitely shaped like my confidence a lot as a player. I was a really confident like duelist player. The meta back then was a lot different to what it is now. I do think the game was like a lot more fast-paced. It was a lot more like chaotic, brawly, more spontaneous, whereas now I think there's a lot of more pre-planned stuff, so you can't really get away with all the shenanigans that you get with before. Right after we won the grand finals, I remember the team manager, he was actually like, hey Tyson, by the way, like you're on Sen now, like for good, like we bought out your contract. And I was like, all right, like bet, okay.
Yeah, this is a very fast. Oh my God, TenZ is going in. Oh dear. With the Empress, he's unable to find it. It's such a smart move for the top.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is the craziest thing, to rent out a plane to like put a banner at the end that says Sentinels. That is actually like, that's so stupid. It's a good interactions, but it is so stupid. But I'm down for it. I like it. I mean, it's always good to like have some like beef, and it creates a kind of like a narrative for the match.
Coldament is shut down. He's almost got it, but they push at just the right moment.
Unbelievable. We have never seen this team lose on LAN.
Oh, this is our first LAN loss.
Someone has managed to take them down.
Oh yeah, we don't need a... Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, this was a pretty heartbreaking loss. It was only a matter of time before kind of like talent only took us so far, and teams that were actually like working really hard, such as Crew here. Damn, we look sad. And it's just the other side of the stage, and they're just screaming for like a minute straight. Oh, okay, I will say,
I'm back, baby.
this video is cold. This video is actually like just straight aura, because it was like something that just completely came out of left field where no one expected it at all, and just like Shroud is returning to competitive play. It was a pretty big deal. It was an honor to like play with someone that I kind of like grew up watching as a kid, because even like some of my demeanor is like a lot of stuff that I kind of like took from him, I guess, just out of just watching him so much. Oh yeah, this is the Mike Tyson duo. That's what we called it back on this team. Bro, Shroud's Phantom was actually insane. I remember some stuff he was doing in scrims was like actually illegal. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Special shout out to Shroud. I mean, being an amazing teammate, being an amazing player, and yeah, it was an honor.
It's gonna be cool.
I'm on
3,
backside.
2, 1.
Double screens, double sight, guys.
With this roster right here, we just had so much like cohesion as a team. Like I felt like we got along like really well, both in game, out of game. The reason why the guard was such a good team and would just like own a lot of teams pre-franchising is because they were just such a cohesive unit. I mean, it shows now in G2. I mean, it's the majority of the core, but it's just the style that they have where they trust their team. One thing that we kind of like adopted was a similar thing where we were able to trust each other and create a plan and stick to that plan on this roster in particular. I mean, there was definitely moments where there'd be some like overheating or like we just overcook sometimes, but like for the most part, I do think our team play overall outside of just our mechanical skill was actually pretty good.
Missing everything, going wide. He's out. And now John QT shows up.
I'll say it right now, you miss 100% of the run through smoke shots you don't take. So, I mean, that's one of the moments.
Abandon as he reaggresses and repeats.
Oh my gosh.
Now with the shorties. Still.
Oh my gosh, it's not planning for him.
It's gonna be a 2v5. Can Demon 1 pull this off?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I also remember right here. So I didn't turn because we were so overheated in the comms. And like on that last play where Demon 1 teleports right beside me, I can't hear anything because everyone's
Just hide.
But they were all like, beside you. I couldn't hear anything at all. And I remember I getting so tilted.
Let's go.
Bro, I literally couldn't hear it. You guys were f***ing yelling, bro.
Don't worry, bro. You're flowing.
I need you guys to take a deep breath right now. Take a deep breath.
I remember after this round, Amin was like, all right, guys, like, apologize to Tyson. So it was just so stupid.
Shit. Say sorry to Tyson. Let's go next.
Sorry,
Deep breath.
Always pick the right side.
I mean, I just had motion like that, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was impossible to multi-kill from that spot because you get traded out. But I don't know what I ate this morning. I don't know how I did that. I remember I was like playing with Zach one time, and Zach was like, Tyson, my dark theory is like you would be insane at smokes. So I mean, I guess his theory did come true in a way, but the switch happened because Cap was just thinking like, okay, what role could we put on Tyson where he has like an X factor? And then I guess he just looked at Omen's kit and he saw that I had a teleport and he's like, all right, Tyson would love that. When I was first scrimming this agent and I had the ability to teleport in that short radius, you couldn't even imagine the amount of like dumb stuff I was doing. My go-to thing in practice is if I do something dumb, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just limit testing. I'm just limit testing like the agent or like a new idea of mine.
Go. Oh my god, the kid.
Oh, yeah. Zach and I are so stupid, man. There was like two things that we would say on the team, and then whenever Zach and I were popping off, we'd go either Shaq or Kobe, or so we had the elders on the team, and then we had the kids. I was obviously a part of the kids with Zach, and then we have the elder council with Zelsis, John, Sasi, and Cap. That's like the elder group, and then they're just taking care of the kids, you know. But really, the kids are taking care of them in the server.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey, let's go! Good job. Who are they picking? Bro, the kids, man. Hey, good boys. Keep it up. One more. Low. 100. Yep, 100 on Omen.
Go BB.
I'm with you.
I think I was sitting next to Zelsis, and I remember after this clip, I punched his hand so hard.
Bro, I literally just destroyed Jordan's hand. I'm sorry. No, you're good. Let's go, baby. Nice round.
Being back in a while and I get an ace first round, like there's no way we're not winning the event. Like it's like impossible. Like this like basically just set the motion for like the whole event for us. But I'm just like trying to take out my in-ear and Jordan's just like harassing me. Shout out to like Gen G for that whole year. That team was like straight up insane. I mean, going into this grand finals, it was super unfavorable because not only did they 2-0 us the previous time, but going into the grand finals, because they're coming from the upper bracket, they were able to get the map bans. I mean, so Kaide was just at the event with me the whole time. I don't know, it was really nice to just see her there. I had some other family come out, so I actually had like my mom came out, my uncle and my grandpa came out. So this is actually the first time I had family come to an event to actually support me in my life. So it was pretty awesome. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really like wholesome. It felt amazing to win there, obviously in front of like an amazing Madrid crowd, but also being able to win in front of people that have been kind of like cheering me on my entire life. It means a lot. Rather than just being like teammates, they were basically like brothers to me. So just being able to win with them, and 2021 did feel like kind of easy, whereas this one, it did feel like we had to grind for this win and we had to put in a lot of work, but they both hold a special place in my heart. Going into this year, I already like kind of knew it was my last year. So that was like a lot of the reason as well that you saw me doing a lot more like trash talking on stage. I just did it because like, I feel like I would regret not doing it. And it's obviously like fun. And honestly, it's really funny as well, like when stuff gets memed on.
Where'd you find it?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Filming your stuff, or will you do
Let's see. Are you balding yet?
Yeah, I was just a troll. I mean, I think I've always been a troll, like just playing on teams. I think it like boosts like the environment, like the mood a bit, like when someone can just like crack a joke. I don't really ever get nervous playing, but maybe it's because obviously I'm taking it seriously, but like I'm not at the same time. Like it's hard to explain, but I just like try to lighten the mood. From a macro standpoint, my play here was pretty bad, but I just got bailed out by shooting their heads better. So I was scanned too. I don't know how I didn't get wallbanged. Like I truly don't know how this round came out, but I basically just dominated Heretics by myself. And then they immediately take attack pause, and I yell like as loud as I can. I yelled, "Make sure you use that wisely." And my God, they used it wisely. It was pretty bad. Oh yeah, it was pretty sad.
Nice! The Terminator's in the server! Terminator's in the server! Let's go, boys, every round.
Can I be heavy rifle on this?
Yo, use that wisely!
Back them. This is how
Yeah, I don't know. This is also like, I don't, this is just illegal. I don't know.
Sorry if I punched your arm. Sorry if I punched you.
Oh yeah.
How can we do this?
Oh my God. When Zach was learning Jet initially, I remember he would like always try to right click, and I'd be like, Zach, don't right click. Like this thing is like full RNG. Like sometimes you have your crosshair like on them-ish, and none of the knives will hit. Bro, the right click baits you. To all the Jet players, if you can, use the left click as much as possible, because that's when you know your knives are actually going straight to your crosshair. It used to be broken, it's not broken anymore.
So initially, going into Champion Seoul of this year, before the tournament and before we flew, I actually told all my teammates in person. We had a meeting, and
I will say that meeting was really awkward. I had the meeting with them, and I basically said I was like retiring. I remember actually having like a one-to-one with Gustavo after, and he basically also told me that he will be retiring, and I was like, damn, just giving it your all and giving your best try, even if you know it's like your last, is like really important. And rather than just like winning the event, I just wanted to make sure that I had a good time. I mean, it was honestly like an honor to just be next to my teammates and kind of like grow even more as a player. I definitely think this year was a year where I definitely progressed a lot as a player. I've always had the impression that a good player can play good themselves, but a great player can make people around them play good. So that was like one thing I was actually really striving for just my end year. I wanted to make sure that I could be classifying myself as a great player. Not only as being a pro like your job, but it's just your life. I wasn't willing to like sacrifice all my time anymore, because I wanted to do more IRL stuff. I wanted to hang out with my fiance. Will I ever come back to the pro scene? Who knows?
Sometimes Tyson would bring his dogs to the office on practice days, and there was a time that we had a scrim, and in between scrims, Tyson's dog Kuro got on my lap, and I started petting him, and then he fell asleep, and I played the scrim with him asleep on my lap. That's my favorite memory. I played like complete trash, but like I didn't mind. Like, the dog was really cute. That's
yeah, I actually remember this. I remember this. Zach was like, bro, your dog is like sleeping on me. Like, I don't want to move him. He's kind of comfy. He did like play the scrim just like in a different posture just to accommodate my dog just taking a nap on him. It was nice to walk my dog to the office, or walk my dogs to the office. They kind of like chill there. They get like socialized with people, obviously with my teammates. I think they had a good time just like chilling with them.
텐즈 선수 하면 사실 좀 많이 유명한 장면이긴 한데 저는 우승보다는 약간 선셋에서 시장 위에서 그 3킬을 했던 장면이 엄청 떠오르거든요. 사실 아무나 할 수 없다고 생각이 들어가지고 그 장면이 지금 제 뇌리에 제일 꽂히는 것 같아요.
I think a lot of people think of that clip. That clip is, once again, illegal. I don't know. Getting away with some stuff. I might be a modern day highwayman or something because I'm just stealing away rounds from people. I don't know.
I think the best memory of TenZ is when he first went to Reykjavik back in like 2021 and played with Sen. He was just abusing Jet on every map, dropping like 30 kills every single map. Like, it was the best VALORANT I've ever watched out of him.
I will say, okay, a lot of people remember me for Jet abusing for the first international, but I think people forget I was also Reyna abusing. It's just because it was like less coordinated, it was a lot more scrappy, so people would take individual fights more, which would allow me to either heal or dismiss away.
I think in the server is, I think Sunset, how he get 3 or 4 people, I don't remember, that was crazy. I think that's moment even on the, when you launching Valorant, there is that moment. But outside of the game, I remember how in 2021 we went for the kebab, me, him and Rudgar.
Yep.
That was good because that moment, TenZ was TenZ, me and Rudgar we were just no ones and we went for the kebab, that was a good feelings. And kebab was incredible.
Shout out to Nats and Rudgar for being like, it's just so nice. Rather than like talking to players as like players, it's a lot nicer to like interact with people as like human beings, like knowing the personality behind the name. So I think it's like really, really nice to just like talk to guys like those that are just like awesome.
我觉得对他最深刻的印象，其实就是觉得他在赛场上有一定的统治力，然后能够帮助队友很多吧。
Like I said, like whenever I go to events, I love just talking to the players, just interacting with them. Like we don't even have to like talk about the game really. We can just talk about life or just troll. I don't even know. Yeah, it was always really fun. Like growing up, going to like LANs just in my hometown. It was a moment where I could interact with people that would also have like the same interest in me as like gaming. It's tons of fun. It was one of the things outside of playing that I was always looking forward to the most. When I went to any event. So obviously it's really cool to just kind of look back on my career. My journey here has definitely changed me a lot as a person, as a player. I wouldn't be the person I am now today without Valorant, without my teammates, without the amazing community behind me, my family of course, Kaide. So appreciate everyone for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did.